You think your dog is just drifting off into a peaceful slumber because they had a long walk or a big meal, but that's not the real reason they're closing their eyes. Have you ever noticed your dog twitching, whimpering, or even running in their sleep and wondered what's actually happening behind those flickering eyelids? Most owners believe sleep is just a way for a dog to recharge their physical battery, but the truth is far more emotional and honestly a little bit heartbreaking. Your dog doesn't actually sleep to rest, not in the way you think. While your body uses sleep to repair muscles, your dog's brain is doing something much more intense. They're processing the depth of their bond with you. But there is one specific sleeping position that most people find cute, which is actually a sign that your dog doesn't fully feel safe in your home. Think about the last time you saw your dog curled up in a tight ball, nose to tail. You probably thought they were just being cozy. In the wild, this is called the fetal tuck, and it's a survival mechanism to protect their vital organs from predators. If your dog sleeps like this constantly, even on a soft bed, they aren't just resting, they are subconsciously guarding themselves. But what it means when they suddenly switch to sleeping on their back, paws in the air, that is when the real communication begins. You see, when a dog exposes their belly, they are handing you their life. It's the ultimate psychological surrender. They aren't just tired. They're telling you that their internal threat detector has been completely turned off because of your presence. But here is where it gets strange. Have you ever seen your dog fall asleep with their head resting on your foot? It's not because your feet are a good pillow. It's because of something called contact security. By touching you, their brain releases a flood of oxytocin, the love hormone, that allows them to enter a deeper stage of REM sleep than they ever could alone. They aren't sleeping for themselves. They're sleeping with you to regulate their own nervous system. But there's a darker side to this. If your dog suddenly stops seeking this contact, or if they start sleeping in a different room entirely, it's a red flag that most owners completely miss. It's often the first sign of silent anxiety. If this is starting to change how you see your dog's quietest moments, take a second to hit like and subscribe, because understanding these silent signals is the only way to truly protect them. Now let's talk about those sleep arcs. You've heard them, those tiny muffled woofs. Scientists used to think dogs were just dreaming of chasing squirrels. But recent neurological studies suggest something much more profound. Dogs dream about their daily lived experiences. And since you're the center of their entire universe, they aren't just dreaming of squirrels. They're dreaming of you. They are replaying the moment you came home, the way you smelled, and the sound of your voice. Their sleep isn't physical recovery. It's emotional processing. They are literally practicing their love for you while they're unconscious. But there is a specific type of twitching that isn't a dream at all. If you see their paws moving frantically while their breathing stays shallow, they might be trapped in a stress loop from a negative interaction earlier in the day. Most people make the mistake of reaching out and shaking their dog awake during a bad dream. Never do this. Waking a dog during an intense emotional sleep cycle can cause a startle reflex that breaks the trust you've spent years building. Instead, there's a secret way to calm them without saying a word, a way to let them know they're safe even while they're deep in the dream world. But even more important than how they sleep is where they choose to do it. If your dog prefers to sleep facing the door, they haven't rested a day in their life. They've taken on the role of the eternal guardian. Their brain stays in a state of slow-wave sleep, meaning they're never truly off the clock. They're sacrificing their own deep recovery just to make sure you stay safe. If your dog does this, they aren't just a pet. They're a sentry who hasn't been given permission to stand down. You might think it's loyalty, but it can lead to long-term burnout and canine exhaustion. You have to show them it's okay to stop watching the door. Because when a dog finally feels they don't have to protect you, that's when they finally start to heal. Your dog isn't just behaving, they're communicating. Every twitch, every sigh, and every choice of where they lay their head is a letter written to you in a language without words. They don't sleep to escape the world. They sleep to process the beautiful, complex, and overwhelming world they share with you. Tonight, when you look at them sleeping, don't just see a tired animal. See a soul that is working overtime, even in the dark, just to stay connected to yours.